Hey y'all, welcome back. Jason here. We're the Ekko Nesters. We got Dirty Dolly in the background, but more importantly, we have a very special guest here today. Rosie, say hello to everyone. Rosie is going to be, there you go. Rosie is going to be helping me demonstrate the Roam Rest, what is it called, Rosie? RuffRoost mattress? Yes, Rosie, that's correct. And why she loves it so much. And we're just going to share our story about it and why, don't tell Rosie this, we love it so much too. So, Rosie just wants to hold my hand. So, as we're talking about the Roam Rest mattress, if you've been following along with us, you'll know that in our previous vehicle, which was our Bad Betty, we had the Roam Rest mattress inside there. We have a whole video on it. We talk about the science of it. We talk about North America Mattress Company, John and Shauna, and all the reasons that we've continued to invite you all to check out Roam Rest for yourself. But moving on to where we're at today with Dirty Dolly, who's the Sprinter version, John and Shauna, who happen to also travel in their van quite a bit to all the shows for at least the last 12 or 15 years of roughly 28 years of having their company. You gonna lay down now, Rosie? You do what you wanna do. You are a sweet girl, right? So John and Shauna actually have their own Rosie, and that's actually their furry loved one's name. And when they were traveling with Rosie, and I'm summarizing the story here, they thought, goodness, Rosie's a good-sized gal like this, Rosie, and being on the lap and up in the front, as much as she wanted to do that with Shauna, it just didn't feel safe. So they said, let's develop a platform mattress that's very versatile and allow it to sit at the front here in the cab and allow yours, their loved one, if you will, to sit up, look at all the beautiful views and sceneries that we see along our travels, and while they're there, feel a little bit more safe and comfortable and not be directly on our lap with airbags and all kinds of other things that can go wrong. So, as part of developing this, they took the science, if you will, that they use to comfort us humans. Remembering, again, they start in labor and delivery, mental health mattresses, they know what they're doing. And they said, let's use this polyurethane 4-inch foam. Basically, it's probably like a medium firm is how I would describe it, which is ideal for Rosies, if you will, and or your furry loved one's name. And they made 4 sections. I'm going to talk about the importance of why these 4 sections are there, why they're varying in 2 different sizes, why the zipper system's there, and what are we doing with the 5th piece, the wedge as you see it here, and how does it all come into play to make Rosie's, let's say, travels more enjoyable. So let's go ahead and start with what we have here. These platforms that you see are all tied together via a zipper system, which is really nice, especially for disconnecting these systems. Now, when we talk about why would I want to disconnect them, it's not about storage. You saw how nice and convenient it folded up, if you will, but it really has to do with the other versatility this has. So if you're kind of looking here, you'll notice we got about 18.5 inches by about 33.5. We have about, a good 13.75 inches, 13.75 inches. And why might that be important in some respects outside of the perfect fit inside the cab? Well, let's talk a little bit about seating ergonomics. Right there, from here to here, 18, 20 plus inches. Check your chairs at home. That's good ergonomics. However, you're out in the wild, you're doing your thing, you're on some BLM land or maybe a state park. There happens to be a bench there, like a picnic bench. Well, those picnic benches vary about 12 to 13 inches in width where your bum, if you will, sits. So by unzipping one of these, and we're going to demonstrate that in a moment, you can take it and place it there and get a little more comfort, less fatigue on that backside. If you happen to be at one of the other BLM lands where they use the big cement, what's called bench structures, where there are a lot wider platforms, believe it or not, another ideal piece there. Again, we're going to talk more about that, but we don't want to tell Rosie how much we love it. We're going to let Rosie just know it's special for her. So as you're thinking about these platforms in the build, one of the things that you're going to notice is the curvature here. Now, why is that important? What does that mean? And why was it designed that way? When we go inside and we get between the 2 seats of the cab, the first thing you're going to pick up on, hey, my e-brake's there. Perfect. Still works, functional, no interference. The other thing that you're going to notice is, well, when I step down into the cab, there's a kind of a decline and incline, depending which way you're facing. Walking back, we decline. Walking forward, we incline. Somebody was thinking of Roam Rest again and made a wedge. Wedge, platform. We're going to demonstrate this all inside with Rosie. Levels out, and bingo, Rosie is sitting flat, having a beautiful ride, beautiful day, getting those soft paws petted and all the love she deserves and needs. So when we bring it in there, we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to demonstrate. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the PVC lined polyester cover here. Why is that important? What does that mean? And again, how can it help create some longevity with the use? So if we're thinking about, we're out here, right now we got grass, a little bit of stuff going on. We're at the sand, it's muddy, it's wet, whatever your camping environment is, and this is out there, you're using it, your own Rosie's using it, and you've got to figure out, man, I don't want to bring this in, it's all dirty. A little warm, soapy water, wipe it down, it's done, no big deal. Let's say you really got this thing just trash dirty, right? You're just super concerned. You're going to unzip each one of these covers. You can wash them, dry them lightly. I would recommend just letting them air dry. You're back in business. Now, when we were talking about the zip out here, I want to show you something really quickly, how easy it is. So I unzip the first piece here. We get into the mattress. You can see that polyurethane foam, the 4-inch there. That is formaldehyde free. There's about, I don't know, 6 or 8 other chemicals that it's free of. And that has to do with the certification that Roam Rest goes through on their mattress material, which is Certi Pro US certification. I hope I got that right. If not, Michelle's going to fix it up here in the little fancy area of however she does that. So the nice thing is everything unzips, as you can see. So let's say that Rosie happens to want to share, because Rosie's a good girl and she likes to share. She can set up a little one for her buddy right here. She might have hers right over here. Everybody's happy. Well, I think Rosie would probably flip it around so that basically her buddy didn't have to look at the tags, and they'd both be comfortable. Now, remember, they'd both be zipped together. I just need to get on my glasses and do that. But that's another piece that makes it convenient and nice for others. The other thing is, if you have little ones, grandchildren, some that you travel with, and let's say they want to go outside, enjoy the weather, they're sitting on a decline, I'd say take the wedge. By the way, I think I invented this. Not the wedge, but the idea. Get right there, prop that up, kick back, relax, get a little sunshine, ask for a nice cold iced tea. Shell, could you get me and Rosie an iced tea while you're at it? And you're comfortable. So again, when I was talking about versatility and all the things you can do, that is a great aspect right there. Now, the benches, since we're out here, before we take it inside and show you, I just zipped it closed. Let's go ahead and bring one of the covers over to the bench. Now, wooden benches are nice, but after just a bit, whether you get a sliver or again, your bum, I heard that on a commercial. I think it's kind of an English term. We could set that right there. Get my little tush up here. And I can sit here probably for hours and enjoy myself in all comfort. Again, the bigger platforms work really well on the cement benches. You'll find your own way around with these, but foldable, versatile, easy to clean, wipe down. Humans love them. More importantly, it's for your Rosie. So Rosie, I say we grab your hat, we head on inside, because Rosie's ready to travel, and we let Rosie take over and demonstrate how awesome this is. What do you think, Rosie? All right, she nodded yes. So here we go, folks. We're going to go do it. We'll catch you in a sec. Let's go on inside. All right, y'all. So Rosie's ready to travel. What are you missing, Rosie? Well, I'm missing the wedge. That's where we're going to start off. So check this out. As I said, the floor kind of declines here. There's also some little Velcro adhesive tabs if you want to make it more of a permanent fit. But the thicker portion, if you will, of the wedge is going to go towards this area of the floor. Now, Rosie, we almost got you all set up, don't we? So one of the ways that I found the easiest way, she wants her bed. Scoot on back, Miss Rosie. Okay, I'm going to go right in front of you, girl. One of the things that I was talking about earlier is where these step in here and how it's going to contour around the e-brake cable. Now, there's a couple ways that you could drop these in. One way is you could simply just fit it straight in, but because these kind of fold out, I found that if you just kind of, believe it or not, it's just kind of working itself in there. Just kind of let it find its way in. that's it. So the thing that I'm wondering, I know you're excited, girl. Give me 1 second. I'm going to grab something, okay? Now, Rosie, she is so wanting to go up here, y'all. I'm going to scoot right in front of you there, Shell. I'm going to go ahead and drop this down here because sometimes her little claws, they get really excited on the seats. There you go. So, Rosie, should we leave?
Ready.
Oh, well, folks, if that doesn't tell you why your furry loved one needs themselves a roam rest, what is it called, Rosie? RuffRoost? RuffRoost. I don't know what to tell y'all. Now, the other thing that you might be asking before we close out the video is, what about tethering my animal down and what should I do? Because if you happen to have to hit the brakes in an emergency situation and they're laying here, they could move forward and some things could be uncomfortable. I'd invite you to go online, look at the safest ways. One of the ways that we've done it is we tie onto Rosie and we have a connection point back here for her. But that's our way. I can't tell you that's how you should do it. The disclaimer is there. That safety portion is really up to you and how comfortable you are with where your animal's traveling and how you're going to find your own harnessing system. But on a funner note, I think Rosie's ready to go.
Ready, Rosie?
And in our description, we'll have a link. And if you use our link to the Roam Rest, it'll save you some money. And also, fair disclosure, when you do order, we get a percentage of that helps us do these things, travel and share some stuff. So we appreciate that support. But more importantly, pick yourself up a Roam Rest, a RuffRoost. I am just crying. I can't even talk because just look at her. She literally is just doing her thing. All right, y'all. Say bye, Rosie.
Bye, guys.
So keep watching the channel, subscribe so we can
Click the button, yeah, thank you.